Let's face it, you've paid too much for a hotel before, and you've probably even paid too much for a disappointing hotel experience. But there are 6 awesome cheap hotels websites that nobody ever seems to talk about. And knowing how to use them right will help you avoid ever paying too much for a hotel again. I'm sure you've heard of websites like Booking.com or Kayak, and these can be really valuable websites when it comes to finding good hotel deals. But if you stick to only those well-known websites, you're sure to miss great deals. Each website that I'll be going over here has its own benefits in helping you find a great value place to stay. So to best make use of this video, I do recommend watching through all of the websites that we'll look at. If you don't, it's kind of like winning the lottery and not claiming all of your money. I mean, sometimes just one of these websites might be all it takes to find a great deal, but more often than not, these websites complement each other when it comes to finding the cheapest hotels. I've found all kinds of great deals on these websites. Number 2 got me a luxury boutique hotel in Rovaniemi, Finland for over $150 less than it was listed on any other website for. And number 4 helped me find a Best Western stay in Germany for just $10 a night. Number 6 has even gotten me hundreds of discounts on hotel stays over the years. And at the end of this video, we'll go over how to actually book the amazing deals you find. So let's start with a website that I just love to turn to whenever I need a last-minute hotel deal. This website is fittingly called Hotel Tonight, and they very often have prices that are lower than you can find on any other website for close-in bookings. Say you need to spend a night in Dallas tonight and you don't have a place booked yet. Just search and there are a ton of deals. The first one looks good at $104 plus taxes, but let's check a few other sites to see if it's really cheaper. Booking.com is charging $139 plus taxes, and on their own website, the hotel is charging $139.40, or about $165 with taxes included. So basically, Booking.com and the hotel are charging the same price. And I almost forgot, I have Booking.com Genius Level 3 status, which sometimes will take the price down, so let's check using that. But nope, Booking.com does drop the price a little for me, but it's still $125 before taxes. So at $125 including taxes, we've got a winner. And it's Hotel Tonight. I have tried searching on Hotel Tonight for stays that weren't so close in though, and I honestly never found any great deals doing that. So given that the website is in fact designed to find you a hotel for tonight, it's probably best used for that. Now if you've ever traveled in Asia, you're probably familiar with a website called Agoda. But Agoda offers a useful hotel search engine that works globally. Yet people rarely know to use it outside of Asia. Sometimes Agoda just has cheaper rates than other websites, but that isn't always the case. Let's try searching for Mexico since it's one of the best budget travel destinations to visit this year. The Gran Hotel Ciudad de Mexico in Mexico City looks like a pretty cool place to stay. And on Agoda, they're selling rooms there for $207 before tax. Let's compare that to a few other websites to see if they are really cheaper. On Booking.com, it's $244 before tax. And even when I log into my Genius account, it only drops it down to $220 before tax. When checking directly on the hotel's own website, we get $227. So Agoda does have the cheapest price, but the next website we'll go over will help us get it even cheaper on Agoda. You've probably looked up reviews on TripAdvisor, but a lot of people don't realize that TripAdvisor is not only a reviews website. TripAdvisor also has a hotel meta search function, which means that it shows you prices from a bunch of different websites in one place. From time to time, I find that the prices shown on TripAdvisor are actually lower than if you search on the same website without being linked there from TripAdvisor. A convenient way to use TripAdvisor for hotel searches is to simply use the price comparison that shows up on each of their hotel review pages. Let's check out the TripAdvisor page for the Gran Hotel that we were looking at in Mexico City. It gives us a ton of hotel booking options, but 2 of them are cheaper than the others. Agoda's price actually shows lower than our search earlier. Let's see if that's real. And sure enough, if you go to the Agoda website linked from TripAdvisor, it's actually cheaper. But Priceline has an even lower price on TripAdvisor, showing up at $170 a night. Let's check that one too and see if it's legit. And it works out to be $222 with taxes, which is even cheaper than on Agoda. If we'd only searched on Agoda, we'd still pay less than most other websites, but it wouldn't quite be the cheapest. And it's not just the meta search function on TripAdvisor that's often overlooked by travel planners. Trivago is another lesser known meta search website that often has really good hotel deals. You just put in your search like on any other hotel search website, and your results will usually include prices from dozens of different websites. I've also noticed that like TripAdvisor, it will sometimes have a special price that you won't find when searching directly on the same website. But let's try a search and see how it works. Let's say we need to spend a night in Ocean City, Maryland, because why not? It looks like there's a hotel that's good enough for our needs. But hold up, that Expedia price is not actually the best price. A lot of the time, your results will show a higher price from a hotel that is paying to be seen first, but you can just ignore that. And below the Expedia price, there's a tab for Our Lowest Price. And now there are a ton of options, but the Trip.com link is the cheapest. And when we click through, we can see that the price is real. But what if we did our own separate search directly on Trip.com? Well, the price is $16 more, meaning you can save $16 by doing a 2-minute search on Trivago. That's not bad. Now, I'll bet you've heard of Skyscanner when it comes to searching for flights. But the thing is, Skyscanner also has a pretty solid meta search page for hotels too. Sometimes it'll just have the same results as the other meta search pages that we've gone over, but I have found some lower prices here. If we try a quick search for that same Mexico City hotel, it gives us a price before taxes that's slightly higher than what Trivago had. And when you click through, the website that it sends you to book on asks you to verify your phone number. I do not recommend booking on a website that does this, unless the price is like way lower. Like they forgot a few zeros lower. So even if the price for our Mexico City hotel were a little bit lower than Trivago, I wouldn't bother. Giving out my phone number before actually booking usually means I'll be in store for a bunch of spammy marketing messages that I do not want. Not worth it. But if we go back to our Skyscanner search, we can see that they show you the price if you were to book directly with the hotel, which can be really useful. But they don't always show direct links, especially for chain hotels that often have lower prices directly on their own pages. So while Skyscanner can be useful as a part of your hotel search, I don't really recommend them as your go-to tool because you're likely to miss lower prices on other websites. And another website that all too many people look over when booking hotels and really doing any kind of online shopping is Rakuten. Rakuten is what's known as a cashback portal. And the main use you'll probably find from it is by using its browser extension. When a hotel is bookable for the same price with the same conditions in more than one place, it's really worthwhile to see which website will give you the highest cash back on Rakuten. Rakuten is not the only cashback portal of its kind, though I do find it to be overall the best one. But Rakuten is not available in every single country, so if it's not available in your country, see what other options are out there because there are a lot of cashback websites. If you don't use a cashback portal, you're often leaving money on the table for no reason. Rakuten in particular is really simple to use, and the Google Chrome extension will just automatically tell you when you're on a website that offers cashback. If we go back to Agoda, you can see that they're offering 4% back right now. But when it comes to actually booking a great hotel deal that you found, there's a little bit more to consider. After you find the hotel that you're looking for, it's key to ensure that you're booking the best price with the best conditions. To verify the price, you want to click through to the final booking page on the website you're looking to book with. There are a ton of websites out there that love to add various fees to the very last booking page to make their prices look lower. This kind of bait and switch tactic is really annoying. In an ideal world, all hotel booking websites will be required to show the entire price everywhere that they show the price. But since that's not the case at all, click through to the last page and you'll be golden. And as far as conditions go, some websites may show you a lower price, but then they don't include something like free cancellation or free breakfast that another website does include. But here it's really just a matter of verifying that what you're booking is what you think you're booking. And lastly, when it comes to booking hotel deals, I always run a search on the hotel's own website when they have one. Whether chain or locally run hotel, I've found the lowest price by doing this a number of times. And sometimes searching on a hotel's own website without being linked from another website is even cheaper. And that brings up one other pretty important consideration too. When I'm doing this kind of search and book process for a place to stay, I always use separate tabs in incognito mode to search because otherwise sometimes cookies can influence the results that you see. But these lesser known websites that we've gone over today are just some of the cheap hotel websites out there. Another one of my favorite websites for searching for hotels is Google Hotels. And while I've found all of the websites that I've gone over in this video pretty useful, I've booked even more great hotel deals that I've found using Google Hotels. So to keep learning about finding the best possible hotel deals, make sure to give my Google Hotels tutorial a watch too. Thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't yet, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more travel videos. Happy hotel hunting!